Hello everybody. In this video we are going to look at variables in Java. So a variable, as you are aware, is the basic storage unit in a Java program, and or you can also think of it as a placeholder of some data. Okay, so if you have to store some data, you store it usually in a form of a variable. So like any other programming language, Java also uses variables to store values, and a variable is identified by three things. That is, it is identified by an identifier, or name. Okay, we give a name to the variable. We can give a data type. We assign a data type. To the variable, and thirdly, and optional, we can give a initial value. Which is optional. Okay, so with these three things we can define a variable in Java. So let us see an example. So first, the syntax is something like this. The first thing that we give is the type, the data type. Then we give the identifier or the name. Okay, and then optionally, the optional part I'm showing it using the square brackets, is equal to value. Okay, and finally you put the semicolon. So let me define an integer variable. So int, say age is assigned 10. Okay, so here now age becomes age is a variable, that is the name or the identifier, int is the data type, and 10 is the value, initial value assigned to age. So what this will cause is that in memory, a variable or a memory location for age would be created, and it is of type integer. So depending upon whatever is the size of the integer data type, that many bits would be allocated for this particular variable, will be reserved for this particular variable. Now you can also have multi-line declaration, that is, or multiple declarations in one line. Like suppose I say int age equal to 10, then I want to declare another integer variable, so I'll just put a comma in the same line. So comma age, say salary is equal to 10,000. So here in one single line we have declared two variables, int and sal. Okay, so they have to be separated by comma. Or you can also have that without giving an initial value. So int age comma sal. Okay, so this is how you can declare variables of a particular type. And it is also not necessary when you are declaring multiple declarations together. Like suppose I say sal, I will assign a value, salary is 10,000. Okay, then I declare another variable. Okay, let's say grade, okay, is 2. Okay, something like this. So here I have not initialized age, okay, but I have initialized salary and I have initialized grade. Okay, so we can write in any way that you want. So this is for integer. You can have for any other variable, say float f, okay, let me use some other variable, float a is equal to 0.124. I can put a f here, okay, char x, so name of the variable is x, and to this I am assigning the character literal a, okay, and I can have double y is 0.1234, something like this, okay. So this is your declaring of variables. You can also declare boolean like this. So boolean can take only two values, one or true or false. So let me say false. So this is how you can declare variables. You can also have dynamic initialization, like say for example, let me take another example. So here I have declared int a is equal to 5, b is equal to 3, okay. Then I declare another integer variable c, and then I initialize it to a plus b. So this is known as your dynamic initialization. Here what you have is your dynamic initialization. So the expression a plus b will be evaluated and the value will be assigned to c. So this is about declaring variables and using them. There is also the concept of scope and lifetime of variables. So scope of a variable, it determines where it will be accessible, okay, where in the program it will be accessible, where it is accessible. Whereas lifetime decides, okay, lifetime will tell you how long the variable will exist in memory. So how long it will exist in memory. So we will discuss scope and lifetime of variables in another lecture, where we discuss about methods and blocks. So that is all for this video.